Hey, morning everybody. Mike here. So this morning, I'm gonna be heading out to trap some beaver. There's a couple of different spots that my fisheries biologist has told me about for the DNR, where they need beaver trapped. Most of them are up by Madison or North, which is like an hour and a half from where I'm at. Got some family stuff going on today, so I'm not gonna be able to get to those. But there is one that's about 25-30 minutes away from the house, that I should be able to go and get set up. There were a couple of dams pointed out on the map to me by the fisheries biologist. So I'm gonna go check that out. I may just set crossovers. I may see if I can find the house. We'll just have to see what it looks like. So yeah, my last muskrat check video did not upload to YouTube. I don't know what happened, but it's not showing up. So with that being said, I'll just kind of go over real quick what happened on that video. I did catch one more muskrat. It looked like that muskrat was coming from upstream rather than downstream, and I'd been catching everything from downstream. So that kind of tells me that I caught what there was to catch. And when you get to that point, you don't want to keep going because you want to leave something for next year. So the fact that I caught one coming from upstream, that's a good sign. I told the landowner to let me know if if she starts seeing them all over the place again, and just let me know and I'd come back. But I pulled those traps. I've got those with me as well, so that if I do run into a bunch of muskrat sign, I can set up for those too. And then the last thing I talked about on my last video, was how the channel works. So I decided that rather than having like 200 episodes this year, because I've got archery deer. I'm going to bow hunt next week, or tomorrow, I guess. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to start bow hunting. And then excuse me. And then I'll have gun deer season, and then I'll have the rest of my beaver season. So what I'm going to do is, you're going to see, and plus I have my South Dakota trip and some early goose stuff. So what you're going to see is actually, it's all going to be mini series within the season. So you'll see Hunt Trap Fish season 2, episode 1, muskrat mornings. Hunt Trap Fish season 2, archery season. So that way you'll be able to, archery season episode 1. So that way you'll be able to keep track of okay, this is the muskrat stuff, this is the archery deer stuff, or this is the deer hunting stuff, this is the beaver trapping stuff. And that way you'll just be able to see everything and keep everything, in order. And hopefully that helps a little bit. Hopefully that helps me stay organized a little bit too. So yeah, anyway, I will see you when we get to the stream. Oh, that was a woodcock. So here we are. This is the stream. There goes another woodcock. That's pretty cool. Dang, she brought my 20 gauge. I can already see there's some stuff there that looks fairly right here. Looks fairly promising, but there are there's something that's right here. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna walk this back, and And there's always certain things I'm looking for. Here's something right here. There's always certain things I'm looking for when I'm walking these. Now, the DNR was told, and they then told me, here's a trail right here. This might be coon, but trail right there. I also don't know how deep this is, but there's a couple things I'm looking for when I'm scouting one of these. And I'm looking for the dams. If I find a dam, I'm looking for where the crossover is. I'm looking for spots where I can set caster mounds. Hopefully, oh yeah, here's a trail right here. See, this is another trail right here. Again, I suppose that could all be coons, but there's something that's looks like it's coming down. So then I'm looking for spots for caster mounds. That's a big rock ledge right there, so I could probably put a. Might be hard to bed the trap in there though. But so I'm just looking for sign. And then once I figure out what I'm gonna do back here, then I'll go back to the truck, get the stuff I need for setting it. So for now, I'm just gonna walk along and see what there is to see. So here's something I'm looking for a lot. Like, see this? This here comes straight up from the water's edge, and then there's a chewed stick right here. It's a beaver chewed stick. So I could probably do something right there. I just gotta figure out what it would be. But I'm gonna keep walking. This is otter poop. Got a bunch of fish scales in it. So this is an otter latrine. You can see where they come up right here. So if I can bed a trap right there, a really good chance of getting an otter. The problem is it's really rocky in there. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see that rock ledge. There's another rock ledge right here in the water. So I don't know how I'd stake it, but that right there looks like maybe it's a bank den. So check that out. Okay, so now we're starting to see some more sign. Here's a spot where they've been coming up. Here's a spot where they've been coming up. That tree back there is really chewed on. So we're definitely gonna set right here. I haven't seen a ton of promising sign other than that yet, but at least right here for now. Here's a good spot for a caster mount. So I'd probably put a 330 on this one. There's some chewing on this stump right here. It's 1, 2, 3 traps. So there's definitely something going on here. I couldn't tell you what, but there's definitely something going on there. So I'm gonna set that too. It's 1, 2, 3 spots to set so far. All right. Don't know if you can see it or not, but if you look right there, if you look right here, that appears to be a beaver's footprint. And this is a great place for a foothold too. It looks like it gets a little deeper out towards the middle. So got a couple of spots to put traps in. I'm not gonna go crazy on this place because it doesn't look like there's a ton of sign, but I've at least got a couple of spots. At least got a couple ideas. I don't see any dams at all. I don't see anything up that way. My goodness though, what a beautiful morning in November, huh? So I'm gonna run back to the truck. I think I'm gonna grab like 4 footholds and man, I should have brought a shotgun. Goes a couple of mallards just right overhead. Look at that. I thought about it too. Pretty pair of drakes. Oh, anyway, I guess when I start checking this, I'll remember to bring a 12 gauge. So yeah, I'm gonna run back, grab some traps. Looks like I need about 4 foot holds and maybe 2 or 3 conibears, and I'll grab my axe. Okay guys, so this is my first spot for a caster mount set. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna block that off with a 330. Hopefully what's gonna happen is Mr. Beaver's gonna come up, try to check out what's going on, and whomp, I'm gonna get him. It looks like there's a mound or something over there, and you can see right there, there's been stuff coming in and out. So there's that little cave right there that might have been a run. So hopefully with where, let's see, I don't see this is a big slide right there. So I don't know if there was something here and somebody pulled it out, and this was like, you know, this is the refuse of an old lodge and dam. It really looks like it. There's a bunch of sticks and hay and corn and all kinds of stuff. So I don't know if somebody just came in here with a backhoe and pulled all this out or what. But anyway, this is gonna be my first spot. I'm gonna go check those out too and see if those are runs or not. Because if they're runs, I'll likely go back to the truck and get an H stand for those. Okay guys, so there it is. So there's the caster mount. There's the 330. I've got that staked off over here in the mud. Always remember to keep your safeties back. And yeah, hopefully we have a catch here in a couple days. All right guys, so this year I'm using rebar stakes and these hags, beaver ends, and sliding locks and stop losses on 8-foot drowner rods. These things are super easy because the lock will actually slide. Well, now it's sliding down. The lock will actually slide right over the top of the beaver end. Staking it is super easy. These are Duke number 4s. So what we got right here is some fresh chewing right up here. We've got clearly a spot they're using. There's some fresh turds right here too. So this is like a really, really good sign. So what I've got is I made a small caster mount. Got my Duke number 4 bedded pretty well down here, hopefully for a back foot catch. But if I get them in the front too, it shouldn't be a problem. And then I've got my stake tucked away under here. My drowner rod's going out that way. And I have seen a little bit of otter sign, so you know, there's always a chance of an otter, but I guess more than likely it'll probably be a raccoon, but we'll see. So there's another trail right on the other side of this that I'm going to set just exactly the same way, and off we go. Well guys, that's it for today. I got in those 4 sets. The 2 footholds where the trails coming in and out are, going up to that fresh chewing, and then the 2 caster mount sets. So one last thing before I go today, because as I'm sure you've all been waiting for, yes, I have new waders. Yep, that's right. That's right, boys and girls. No holes, no rips, no leaks. These things are awesome. These are the Drake buckshot EQ wader with the 1600 gram thin-slit boot. Super comfy. They are neoprene, so they're hot as shit, which is why I'm sweating. A couple of things I really like: magnetic closures. I love that because zippers are super loud. And if you're, you know, sitting here duck hunting, whatever, zippers can just be insanely loud. So I really like that. I wish I had a hand muff. No hand muff there. I like that the shell loops are open on both ends, so you can load them up however you want. And there are pockets. You know, there's pockets down here, which is nice because if you're sitting, you know, if you're sitting and duck hunting, right, it's nice to be able to put your hands in a pocket. But the straps are Velcro, which is a little goofy to me, but that's all right. They fit right. They're warm. I'm dry. My feet are dry, so I couldn't be happier. So should be back to check these, probably not right away. I'm not seeing a ton of sign back here, so I don't know exactly how active these are. And in Wisconsin, water line checks are every 3 days. So maybe Wednesday before work, I'll come out and check real quick. I've got a client that's coming into the office at 9, and he's been pretty interested. So maybe I'll have him tag along and we'll have a guest co-host. But until then, tight lines, tight chains, shoot straight. As always, thanks for coming along. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your company on the trap line. And we'll see you soon.